So Superman is missing, and here comes Superboy. Good morning. We go on reviewing the KENNER toyline Superman Man of Steel based on the Death of Superman saga, and today we talk about Superboy. Now, missing Superman, several people and organizations tried to fill his shoes. One of those organizations was called Project Cadmus, and they basically tried to clone Kryptonian DNA, mixing it with human DNA. What they got is a teenager version of Superman, called Superboy here, later called Con-L in the comic book. The action figure is the standard action figure of the 90s from KENNER, so he's got 5 points of articulation, being able to move his neck, shoulders and hips. He stands a little bit shorter than the other characters in the line because, again, he's a teenager. Here you can see him close to the adult version of Superman. And now, again, being a teenager, he's got to be some kind of a hothead or a rebel. And he's got a leather jacket to show this, and even a piercing. Now, on his leather jacket, it's nicely painted his Superman emblem, and it's got little stitches painted all around, which is nice, by the way. It's a nice touch from KENNER that wasn't really known for painting little details. Here, you can also see that the sculpt on the figure is really nice and closely remembers the way he was drawn in the comic book by the artist Tom Grummett. Now, the action figure obviously has an action feature, and his action feature is based on his superpower, the one he's got at the time in the comic book, which was called something like Tactile Telekinesis. And what he could do is basically move or throw away big objects, or even fly and move at super speed, of course, by using the power of his mind. But to do that, in order to be able to do that, he's got to touch the objects. That might sound a little bit stupid, but this is the way things work in comic books. And to give us that, an impression of this superpower, KENNER tried to make something like this. Giving the action figure the ability to move big objects without moving his arms. Focus, okay. They added a little tab under the figure's forearm, here, and they gave the figure as accessories 2 big gauntlets that you can see here, and you can see they are made by a company called LexCorp, which is a pretty nice touch. Okay, you can see the emblem of LexCorp here. But gauntlets have a tiny spring inside, and they work like this. You can take one gauntlet and place it on the figure's arm. It should lock in place. It's tight fitting, but it will. Then you can set a target, like so, and by slightly moving the gauntlets to the side, they should shoot out of his arm, like so. Now, I missed the target, but you get the point. There's not much more to say about this action figure. It's a pretty simple toy. It's nice looking, maybe one of the best sculpts in his own line. And if you want to see more of those, just subscribe or let any request in the comment section, and have a nice day.